minds, at least a little bit. So we'll see if they add any wrinkles to their schemes in this one.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Now George. Outside Maxey. Back to George. Fires for three. The shot comes out. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece. Yeah, the defense making it way too easy for Holmgren. Got to push him farther out than this.
Embiid, high post. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
High percentage look right off the bat.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in.
The sweet shooting Holmgren strikes again.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. Our first topic of conversation, of course, facing Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He told me SGA is so hard to game plan for. He has incredible length for a point. He's too big for a guard, too quick for a wing. We have our work cut out for us. Back over to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. The offensive rebound. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. It's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And his scoring average of 31.5 points a game is fantastic.
You know, the question is, do you leave him in? A third foul this early could spell trouble.
Here's Edgecombe, a dependable player on offense, giving them over 13 a game. Up top, Maxey. Inside. And stolen by Williams for the finish. And he hammers it home to polish off the break.
Wow, Dort showing off that incredible strength as he takes it right to the rack for a slam.
Right wing. Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Dort. Shot clock at 2. Here's Edgecombe. Driving inside. And he hammers it down right in the face of Jalen Williams.
Wow, B.J. Edgecombe. I have a feeling we'll be seeing a lot of these highlight reel plays over his career.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Yet to see a basket. George with a steal. Dort with a steal. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Guarded now by George. Snatched up. Oh, stolen by Embiid. Oubre on the wing. Screen by Embiid. Here's Maxey. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Dort outside. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. Screen by Holmgren. To the paint. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Oh, Mr. Holmgren letting you know and letting you hear about it.
When it comes to the scoring ability of Chet Holmgren, there's a lot to talk about, Doris.
Oh, come on, B.A. This guy's 7'1" and a sweet shooter from long range. He can put it on the deck and get to the mid-range. He can finish at the rim. Oh, my goodness, look out.
Down low. Here's Holmgren. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's now 8 points for Chet Holmgren. Pass to Edgecombe. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren with it. Oubre picks him up. Williams from long range. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. Maxey with it. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game.
And that's the hunger that Embiid plays with. He just gobbles up the miss and goes back up for the score.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And SGA throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Honestly, the only thing that slowed Holmgren down at times is injuries. Otherwise, he's been pretty much unstoppable.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything for him.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
That one misses. And how about the Thunder? Doris, last season bringing home the first major professional sports title in the state of Oklahoma.
And what a fan base they have celebrating this historic achievement. And you think about the way this roster was built. Through smart draft choices, through player development, and through a young, brilliant basketball coach. This team remains young. They're young. Andre Drummond lets the defense know there is nothing to be done with him on that one.
And it's Gilgeous-Alexander on the drive.
Are you serious? That is some power from a point guard.
Oh, I love backcourt players with some ups.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Outside Maxey. Just 5 to shoot. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Here's Bona. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Thunder leading by 3. SGA deciding where to go with it. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Outside Grimes. To the inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
Back to SGA. To the middle. Here's Bamba. Doubled by Grimes. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Dort with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
It's not easy to stop Chet Holmgren on the jam. His size lets him play right at the rim.
Kept alive. Outside Grimes. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Oklahoma City leading by 3. Holmgren outside. Outside for SGA. Plenty of space. Oh, the Thunder tack on 2 more.
Well, coaches might discourage that kind of look, but he'll take it anyway.
Outside Maxey. To the paint. Here's Bona. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play. Well, listen, I like the bucket, but defensively, you've got to be better.
And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for the Thunder. 11 points in the quarter. He's
Oklahoma City, 22.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
Here's Henderson. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
Yeah, he's just explosive. I mean, Scoot gets off the ground in a hurry and puts some emphasis on it, too.
Outside Grimes. Offensive board. 76ers trail by 5. Kicks it to George. He takes it in. Here's Bona. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on Isaiah Joe. Philadelphia shooting their first free throw of the night. You know, Doris, it seems like point guards have more scoring duties than ever.
There's no doubt, B.A., and why not take advantage if you have a lead guard who can both put the ball in the basket and set his teammates. The harder you are to guard individually, the harder your team is to guard.
George sets a screen. Pass to Bona. And he dunks it down.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Here's Joe. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's George. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And Walker's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Henderson outside. Walker sets a screen. Outside Joe. Shoots. It's good from the top of the key.
Assisted by
Joe's got his first points of the game. 76ers trail by 3. They set a pick. Driving to the basket. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. The 3 gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
3 points.
Well, don't let Isaiah Joe get comfortable from that distance, folks. Look out.
Pass to Edgecombe. Here's the 3. Sinks it from distance. Edgecombe's got 6 here in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Steps back. Screen by Bamba. Joe misses.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Guys, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Both teams will make substitutions.
Philadelphia 76ers
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
Yeah, and I like seeing Edgecombe rise up like this. Plays like this prove he belongs in this league.
So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete. And I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Embiid inside. And then Embiid with the dunk.
The Embiid can throw it down from anywhere. So much power for the big fella.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
It's George with the drive. And George with the jam.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
And Hartenstein slams it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Did you see that? Look at the elevation on that dunk, B.A.
Man, he just cocked it back and fired it down with one hand. Here's Henderson. And Joel Embiid pulls it down.
Oh, the analytics department is smiling after that one.
For three, George knocks down the long J. And it's a 4-point 76ers lead.
Boy, Paul George now taking double the amount of threes he did when he first came in the league. Incredible.
Fires in the triple.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Here's Edgecombe. He's got 12. And that one is stuffed right through.
And as the rookie Edgecombe gets stronger, these baskets should become more routine. Just nice focus on that finish.
The drive by Henderson. Hartenstein. Nice ball movement by Oklahoma City. 6 to shoot. To the inside. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Boy, that's a big-time finish by Isaiah Hartenstein. This guy a better athlete than you think.
Screen by Embiid. The Thunder pull it in. Pass to Williams. There's the three. And another three for Oklahoma City.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Both teams deciding to change it up. And Maxi's got the ball here for Philadelphia. Trailing by 2. Following this one, they get to host the Bulls. That'll be the second of a 2-game stretch at home. Here's SGA. No, he's now 4 for 8 shooting. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. George with the bucket. Here's SGA. 9 points in the game. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Andre Drummond.
You know, between his skills, his motor, and his physical ability, Walker came into the league more ready for the NBA than most first-year guys.
Taking 2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And here's George. 7 points in the game. Here's Drummond. And the jam by Drummond.
Andre Drummond has attacked the glass offensively as long as he's been in the league. Boy, those second chance points come quickly to this guy.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Up again. Dort for 3. Drills it from deep. Dort's got 5 now. Oh, another lead change. 6 total in the first half.
And this is the battle we were hoping to see.
Outside Maxey. Kicks it to George. Shot clock at 5. Oubre can't hit. Thunder with a lead. SGA with it. Guarded now by George. Williams in the post. Outside SGA. Goes back up. Outside Walker. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first half. Maxey surveying the D. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Maxey's got his second basket.
He deked the defenders there, and they thought Maxey was going to dish to a big, but instead, he kept it and scored.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Oklahoma City trailing. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Here's Henderson. And it's Bona with a rebound.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
1 second left. And that's not going to go. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Sixers on top. They lead by 1. And we'll return shortly. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Pass to Maxey. Pick by Oubre. Three-pointer, and it's Maxey missing. And here are the Thunder now. SGA takes it himself, and SGA throws it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander just taking the initiative, driving to the cup with purpose.
Pass to Edgecombe. Inside. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Okay, might be young, but that's a grown man finish from Mr. Holmgren. Right on the defense.
This will be his third free throw attempt of the game. 76ers trail by 4. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Embiid, too easy.
I love the confidence Embiid plays with, especially this close to the rim.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Philadelphia grabs the miss. George with it. Hartenstein covering. The three from Edgecombe. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
Bad defense, bad shot. Neither working on that play.
And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Counted. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
We all know that SGA is very capable of averaging 30 for a season. Tonight's exploit should come as no surprise.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention?
And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Left side, Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And the vision is far past his years. Williams with great decision-making.
George, a deep three. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Well, Hartenstein sees a path to the rim and does not hesitate.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention. Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
It's George on the wing. He's got 7.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
Oh, George with a steal. Outside Grimes. Philadelphia moving it around. Pure from three-point range. Edgecombe's got 17.
Well, that's a real encouraging make for Edgecombe. The rookie's showing he can score it off the ball.
Doubled by Grimes. Down low. To the left side wing. To the paint. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Oklahoma City.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
And the free throw, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, guys. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Dagnall said, he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Back to you.
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you. 4 on the clock. To the middle. Here's Bona. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
And so George will bring it up for the 76ers. 4-point game. SGA with a steal. And a fast break now for the Thunder. SGA with the big finish on the fast break.
Well, just a great read by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, getting in transition, making it easy.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And Philadelphia making a change here. 76ers trail by 6. Outside Maxey. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Maxey's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Embracing the challenge inside, Maxey refuses to back down.
Pass to SGA. Back to Henderson. Soft touch off the glass. Henderson's got his second basket on the night.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Maxey attacking. Pass to Grimes. Here's Maxey. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Oh, Shea showing no fear inside.
Well, guys love to score, but the differentiator is, can you do it at an efficient clip? And right now, that's what's happening.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Drummond. Pocket 6. And the jam by Drummond.
Boy, how about the quick elevation by Andre Drummond? Doesn't miss an opportunity when it's that easy.
Inside. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
We understand he's the leader of this offense. They look to get him the ball every chance they get.
Here's Bona. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They've led by as many as 11. Henderson, right side. Oh, and he slams it down. Wow.
Yeah, and Henderson has got some hops for sure. You cannot let him get to the rim. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So both teams changing it up here. Outside Grimes. And here's Maxey outside. Walker pulls down the board. Thunder leading by 10. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Henderson. Let's go with a 3. Drummond grabs the miss. And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this. Ooh, bouncy. That should give them a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his group.
Here's Joe. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Thunder leading by 8. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. Thunder leading by 8. Now here's Henderson. Pass to Walker. And the jam by Walker.
Nice slam by the big man Walker, making his presence felt there inside.
Now Embiid, covered by Bamba. Embiid misses. Henderson outside. To the inside. Here's Walker. Outside Joe. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Gordon.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Just 5 on the clock. Henderson with it. Guarded now by Maxey. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Well, Mo Bamba is the prototypical modern NBA big, right? The size combined with the shooting ability.
Mo Bamba. 2 shots.
Bamba hits them both. And so here is Philadelphia, down by 12. George outside. Pass to Maxey. To the wing on the left. The 3 from Edgecombe. Joe grabs the miss. Oklahoma City leading by 12. And here is Bamba. Maxey covering. Here's Henderson. Into the lane. To the wing, right side. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, a ripped physical guard. Henderson's competitive nature and drive to keep improving is really impressive.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And there's the drive. No good on the strong take.
If you try something like that, you better be sure to complete it.
Playing from behind, it's amazing he chose a dunk with that high a difficulty rating.
Yeah, no question. That was a stellar move with plenty of swagger. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it.
Well, one guy's thinking zig, the other zag, and it's nothing good resulting.
To the paint. Here's George. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Shot clock at 6. Puts it up. The Thunder with another miss. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. 8-point game. And now they decide to foul intentionally for the Thunder. So it's Philadelphia now. Pass to Oubre. Here's Edgecombe. Clock at 4. Here's Bono. He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's on Isaiah Hartenstein. Thunder leading by 5. Now SGA. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. No question, this offense has some firepower.
And they're looking very confident in all that they're doing right now.
Back to George. Clock at 6. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the 76ers.
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team. Coach wanted to see more urgency when it came to closing out on shooters. He said, quote, right now we're jogging at them on the perimeter. It needs to be a sprint to run them off the line. We'll see if the guys have it in them.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. That's good from George.
When health has been there for Paul George, he has been one of the great two-way guys in the league. Very capable scorer and can take on tough assignments.
Pass to Holmgren. Doubled by Grimes. And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Williams on the wing. Takes the 3. And the three-pointer goes. And the Thunder lead by 5.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Pass to Maxey. And here's Grimes. Now here's George. 6 to shoot. Back to Grimes. Shoots over Hartenstein. Not enough on that one as it misses. Oklahoma City leading by 5. The drive by Dort. Holmgren. It's tipped. And they recover it. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Rebound by Philadelphia. George with it. Outside Maxey. Great D that time from Holmgren. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his 5th foul.
With 4 personals now, he'll have to be extremely careful the rest of the way.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Down low. Stolen by Drummond. And now the Sixers on the break. Back to Maxey. And the layup falls.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And here's SGA. For 3. Here's Hartenstein. And Hartenstein slams it in.
Oh, important points right there. Hartenstein gets the call, and he puts it in the cup.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. And the 76ers making a change here. And Mark Daigneault has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Now Philadelphia with it. They're on a 13-5 run. Now here's George. Embiid, high post. 2 on the clock. For 3. Not that time.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Outside Holmgren. Look at Chet using his size inside.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Owning the post right there.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Gilgeous-Alexander fires. He's off from 3.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
Here's Embiid. Rejected by Holmgren.
You have to be careful if Chet Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
76ers trail by 9.
Second personal foul.
He hits the first one, and that brings him with an 8.
You really can't understate the energy Maxey brings to his game. Not just effort level, but his attitude and how that spreads to his guys out there.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. And the 76ers making a change here.
How about a big hand for your Sixers EMT?
And that's good as he hits both shots. Oklahoma City leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Dort. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Double team on SGA. Let's loose for 3. Cleared away by Embiid. 1:05 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Maxey. The 3 is off. And so it's Walker with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Dive for it. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Now a timeout called by Philadelphia. 44 seconds left in the game.
Give it up for your dancing machine mascot, Franklin the Dog.
Here's SGA. Double team on SGA. Now Dort on the wing, Williams. Here's SGA. Screen by Holmgren. Dort! Tries again. He gets the layup.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
It's off. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander.
He didn't have his feet planted.
First personal foul. 15 foul.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And he ends up making the second. And that'll push the lead to double digits.
Would have been nice to drain them all, but he did enough to put this one in the bag.
And so Oklahoma City takes this one.